Welcome to the Never Yield podcast. Today is Friday, October 29th, and the 0-4 Hogs take on the 0-4 Mississippi State Bulldogs in conference play tomorrow at Razorback Stadium in must-watch TV.
Mhm.
But far more importantly, the Hoop Hogs dominated Memphis 99 to
Yeah.
75 since the last time we talked, as they continue their trek to being an automatic Final Four team, Andrew. On today's pod, we'll talk hog hoops, hog football. We'll give our locks of the week and our coaching board 3.0 release for the faithful listeners. How's your week been, brother?
Extremely busy, but
Still in the dungeon.
yes, we're still here in the DJ booth, but, yeah, we till further notice, so, no,
Homeless.
it's been a good week, but very busy, so
Yeah. Yeah. I
just
hear
out
that.
there trying to finish the year strong.
The first thing I want to talk about is since the last pod on Tuesday, there's been some rumors flying, my man. Some rumors flying.
There
I'm,
has.
I'm, there's some serious steam, and I've joined the worst decision of my life. I joined a Discord group. I didn't even know what
Uh,
Discord was, but I joined a Discord group with
educate
some.
me on what Discord is, because I don't know. Me and
I
some
don't.
of the listeners.
I really don't know still. I just know
Okay,
there's an app, and it's
okay,
called Discord. And
outstanding.
it's pretty much just like it's like a big group chat with a bunch of random people who want to be in it. So pretty much a
Okay,
message board, pretty
okay,
much a message board on a phone.
okay.
Um, but I don't know. There's like 500 people in this thing, and supposedly once again, it's rumor season. Let's remember that
Mhm.
it is rumor
Right.
season. What we say
Yep.
is not gospel. We're just, but I think there's some serious steam to Hunter Yurchek being axed in the next 5 to 7 days.
Yeah.
Have
I
you heard that?
I've heard some rumblings of the same. If you can see the excitement on my face. I don't ever, want anybody to lose their job, but I mean, these people they're gonna be okay at the end of the day. So it's not like they're not gonna be able to feed their families if they lose their job kind of thing. But
Mhm.
no, I don't know. I had a buddy text me today. I don't know if his buddy is in one of these Discord groups that you speak of, but he I literally got a text today that was like, "Hey, my buddy just texted me saying your check might be out here by Sunday." And I was pretty excited about it just because
Yeah.
what we've talked about the whole time is, one, I think it should be held accountable for not making the move last year. As we see with every passing day, there's another job opening. And two, just blatant disregard of NIL, and just even since Sam's gone, it just hasn't felt like it's gone well. So,
Yeah.
uh,
Yeah.
yeah, but yeah, tell me what some of the people were saying for us people not on the
Well,
court.
yeah, you gotta be VIP to get in the Discord, so I can't help you
Okay,
there.
yeah, all right.
But, I mean, just being honest, like, so everybody knows the name, Steve Cox. He's on the board of trustees, he lives in Jonesboro, used to play for the Hogs, back in, like, the Lord, I'm about to embarrass myself, I don't know, the '80s or something, played for the Hogs.
Okay.
Um, Kicker maybe, punter maybe, I don't know, but, he lives in Jonesboro, and he's on the board of trustees, and every time something happens and I hear a Steve Cox leak,
Mm-hmm.
it's almost always right, like,
Okay.
for over the years, like, the
Mm-hmm.
years. And somebody on the disc, some random guy that lives in his mom's basement that, can't get a real job, that plays
Yeah.
Xbox for a living, on the Discord said that, you know, he's heard that Steve Cox is telling people that your check's about to be done. Um,
Okay.
I don't know. Um, he was not at the Arkansas Memphis game Monday night, which a lot of
Okay.
people are speculating. He was not there.
Okay.
That's one of the big speculations. So he could have been on an airplane talking to a coaching candidate, or he
Mhm.
could have been told, "Don't go." I
Yeah.
mean, who knows?
Yeah.
Um, but I don't know. There's just some rumblings and some steam, and and even the guy. What's the guy on Facebook? It's Hogs HQ. Maybe I'm gonna give him his due. Obviously, I think it's Hogs HQ. He,
Mhm.
especially during like recruiting and portal season, he always posts these like cryptic messages.
Oh, I think
And
I've seen that. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and he's always spot on. Like he's got somebody in the because on the recruiting stuff and the portal stuff, who's leaving even, like he'll get
Mhm.
these cryptic messages and they're always spot on.
Mhm.
And he posted something about it today or yesterday. I don't remember. Um,
Okay.
even saying when you've interviewed for more jobs than Kendall Browse, what do you expect? Or I don't remember what the exact word was, but
Uh-huh.
you've kind of worn out your welcome.
Mhm.
So we'll see. I don't know. You know, we talked about your checks not making the football coaching hire anyway. So,
Right.
that's kind of the consensus. And then you hear the governor. I don't know if you saw the governor in Louisiana today.
Yes.
He did a
Yes.
press conference. He's like,
Yes.
"Yeah, Scott Woodard's not making this hire at LSU." He's
Yeah.
like, "We're making this hire." The
Yeah.
statesman or whatever he said. So,
Yeah.
what a feeling.
Yeah.
But
Hey, the
anyways, yeah.
government shut down. They don't have any government stuff to do. Let's find a coach.
That's right. That's right. Let's find a coach for the Tigers. So let's
Yeah.
get Trump involved.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah. So, anyways, we'll see. Time will tell. I think
Mhm.
Hunter Yurachek. If you polled, if you polled his popularity, kind of like you do the president of
Mhm.
the United States, how they do the approval rating polls.
Yep.
I'm sure it's in like single digits. I
Yeah,
mean,
it's gotta be
it can't be any higher than Sam's was. So.
right.
Uh, So I don't know. I mean, I think maybe the somebody's woken up to the pulse of the good, hardworking people of the state of Arkansas, and kind of started feeling the vibes.
Yeah, well, I think probably a big to do with it is that I think they've started getting feedback from some of the coaching candidates out there,
Oh yay!
and from what again, I'll at one point, I won't preface every
Yes, we are.
statement with this,
Yes, we
but
are.
okay, we're
We are.
insiders. We're insiders.
Yeah, we are
We're inside the
inside the walls.
yeah. But yeah, from what I've heard, they there's been some coaches that were like, if Hunter Yurachek's the AD, then I'm not super interested in coming there. And so I don't know which candidates, but that's all I mean, just listening to the radio this week, there was an insider on the radio this week saying that he's heard that some of the feedback has been some of the candidates aren't too keen on Hunter Yurachek and some of the comments he's made, obviously. So I think that's probably a big to do with it, or a big part of it possibly is starting to get word back, sending feelers out and then getting the word back. I think that could have something to do with it. And then, maybe they're listening to the podcast and they're like, you know what, maybe he should be held accountable for not making a move
Right.
last year
These
when
guys
we
are
could have
right.
been the number one job by far instead of one of
Yeah.
87 openings that's going to be this year.
Yeah. Everybody's calling this not only is it a bad year to hire a coach for us, national people are saying this will be the most chaotic, insane coaching
Oh,
transition year of all time.
yeah.
Like they're saying
Oh,
all time. And here
I
we
wish I
are
would
right in the
have.
middle of it.
Yeah, I wish I would have screenshotted the most chaotic take that I saw, but it was like, what if Sark goes to the Titans? That's been like a rumor so far.
Mhm.
And then what if Lane goes to screws everybody in college and goes to the Giants and reunites with Jackson Dart? What if Mark Stoops just retires from Kentucky and doesn't get fired or stay another year? It was like all these crazy dominoes of like, what if
Yeah.
this, and this happened? And I was like, that would be just pure chaos.
Mm,
But it's no
mhm.
matter what happens, it's going to be because somebody's going to get a job
Yeah.
here that's going to create an opening here. And
Yeah.
like we said, it's, we're probably not going after the same names as the LSU's, Penn States, and Floridas of the world, but if Ole Miss and Missouri come vacant, then those are the jobs that we're talking to the same names about, and
Mhm.
so, yeah, it's gonna be wild no
Man,
matter what.
I just I came across just this universal feeling just came across me today, and I was like, I told you last pod I was nervous about this,
Mhm.
and now I'm not nervous because someone made a good point, and it really made me not nervous. Like, all you got to do is hire the right guy.
Yeah,
That's all you got to do. It's
yeah,
not that out of the realm of possibility. We're 0 for our last three
mhm,
of doing that, but
yeah,
look at what Ole Miss was before they hired Lane Kiffin.
mhm,
I mean, they had Matt Luke or whatever his name was.
mhm,
Look what Missouri was before Drink.
mhm,
Barry Odom was mediocre.
mhm,
You know, look what obviously Indiana was before. Like, it's not that crazy because we're the
mhm,
same type of job, better than Indiana, but traditionally we've been better than Ole Miss and Missouri.
yeah,
But we're not that far off. Like, you just got to hire the right guy. And I don't know if that's only one guy or if there's five guys who could be the right guy. I don't know.
yeah,
But
yeah,
I don't think it's that crazy. Like, it's not as hard as what most people think. Because
right,
just look at what these other schools equivalent to us were. Vanderbilt. I mean, they just
mhm,
hired the right guy and it turned
yeah,
around. And it's
yeah,
going to cycle with Arkansas, Missouri's, Ole Misses, Vanderbilts. It's going to cycle. You're going to have you just want to live in relevance for a while, and then you're probably going to be stuck in mediocrity for a little bit.
mhm,
But like it's our turn. Like, we just got to get the right one this one
yes,
time.
yes, it's
It's our
gotta
turn.
yeah, it's gotta happen. 15 years is long enough to be
Mhm,
mediocre or much worse than mediocre, so,
mhm.
yeah, it's our turn. I was gonna throw a couple I did take a couple screenshots the other day
Yeah.
from Bet Online. They
Oh,
put out some odds, and, the first one I'll give you is was I just thought there were some interesting names. This was for the LSU opening, that, the best odds to get the job at LSU is John Summerall at +150. Second on the list was a guy I said we should have gone after when we hired Pittman. Now, whether he was interested or not, probably not. But at +200, they have Joe Brady, who was obviously the offense coordinator when they won the national championship with Coach O, and has been a coordinator in the NFL this whole time. But I mean, people for a long time think that he was going to be a head coach at some point. Then it goes Lane Kiffin, James Franklin, Eli, Jeff Brom at Louisville, Brent Key, Georgia Tech, Jimbo is at 1,800.
oh
Clark Lee at
God.
2,000, Marcus Freeman at 2,500, Urban Meyer at 2,500, and Saban at plus 7,500, which I would put Saban higher than some of these other names for
Yeah.
LSU.
That
But
list is
I just thought some of
wild.
those names were interesting for LSU. And then it said, "Where will Brian Kelly coach next?"
I saw this. Not a chance.
The best
0%.
odds in the country of
Not
any
a chance.
job opening was Arkansas at plus 300.
I don't know if he'll get a
Followed
job.
He'll get it. If he
I don't
wants a job,
Dude, have you
one of
seen
these
the
schools
amount
is
of
gonna hire.
people have you seen the amount of people that have came out against him the last
Oh,
since he's
yes.
been fired? Like,
Yep.
past players, past coaches,
Mhm.
talking about how terrible of a human he is?
Oh, yeah. He's a garbage human, everybody knows it, but
Yeah, but
one of these schools is gonna be desperate enough, and I pray it is not us.
it's
But
not us.
but via Bet Online, they had the best odds to land Brian Kelly as Arkansas.
Yeah,
followed
that
by
that's
followed by UCLA, which I could actually see him at UCLA. Virginia Tech, Stanford. Stanford's too smart to hire him. Oklahoma State, UNLV. I could see him at UNLV. Ole Miss at 1,200, Tulane at 1,200, Penn State 1,400, Florida State, Wisconsin, Missouri. Wisconsin was the name I
yeah,
said I could see him going to, but
yeah,
I just thought it was crazy that the number one coach that I don't want on my sideline,
yeah.
we were the best odds.
I'm 0% concerned about that. I don't think there's a chance of that happening. I
Yeah.
also find it ironic. I feel like it's no brainer that number 1 and number 2 and number 3 for LSU in whatever order, their phone calls are Nick Saban, Lane Kiffin, and Marcus Freeman. I mean,
Mhm.
I think that's like the consensus. Like they're going after one of those guys. Now
Mhm.
Saban's probably not an option, maybe, but probably not. But I mean, it's the sweepstakes for Lane Kiffin. I mean, I don't think
Mhm.
that's not a secret. So
Mhm.
I don't know. I'll give what's his name, Keith Carter, credit at AD at Ole Miss. You know, they hired him and then he came in and he got Lane on and then, Chris Beard and he knows
Mhm.
how to go get a coach. So there's
Yeah,
no doubt
he's
if Lane leaves that I
they
think
won
he'll
a national
go.
championship in baseball, so they're doing
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah, I think he'll go
Doing
hire a
just
good
fine.
coach if Lane does leave, and I hope he doesn't, but, um, time will tell.
Yeah.
Man, we still gotta wait like 6 more weeks, so it sucks.
I know.
5 weeks, whatever it is.
I know. Everybody
Um,
just I've said it before, everybody wants it to just be over and to be here to, like, name the coach, but, the dance is part of it, so, like I
oh,
say,
yeah.
enjoy the dance.
Epic.
This is it's fun until it's over, and then you're kinda like, "Well, dang." Like, it was
Yeah.
it was a lot of
Yeah.
fun doing all the speculating. And you don't
Yeah.
feel it in the moment, but once it's done, you're like, "Man, it was kinda fun."
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know?
it's definitely fun. We're not even talking about football games.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
are you going? Are you
Definitely.
going? Are you going to the game tomorrow?
Yeah, I
Okay.
have tickets, so
Loyal season ticket
gonna
holder. I was just
hey,
curious.
look, I'm gonna be butts in seat
That's
every
right.
time they're there. I'm loyal,
Attaboy.
so
Good for you. Good for you.
if I
Um,
sat there in the rain and watched us lose to freaking Auburn and turn it over on 4 straight possessions, I'll go on a beautiful 55-degree and sunny day against Mississippi
mhm,
State. Who
mhm.
knows if we
Who,
win
by
we'll
the
lose.
way, is a 4.5 point underdog. How are
Yeah.
we favored? Uh, that line to me is crazy. That's a strictly analytical line
Mhm,
with no pulse. I mean, it's betting, gambling, but with no
mhm,
pulse of like the I don't even know the word for it. Just of how this season is going and how it's unraveling right in front of our eyes,
mhm.
and so I just that's crazy to me that we're a 4.5 point favorite. I just
Yeah.
I
I
will
don't know.
never bet against my team, but if I was not a Razorback fan, it would be hammer time on Mississippi State because they've been just as closer than we have. They
Right,
should have
yeah,
beat Texas. They should have
yep,
beat Tennessee. Like,
mhm,
and
yeah.
so yeah, I don't know, whatever. Anyways, is there anything we won't even talk about this football game Saturday? Is there anything we need to preview? Is there anything we need to discuss? Is there anything that people even care? The
I
listeners,
don't
do y'all even
right.
care?
I I think everybody that I talk to, I think is just it's all about the coach and can we hire a coach and can we move on to basketball? Because
Yeah.
it's pretty it's pretty hopeless. I will say the Auburn game, it did shut up a percentage of the Petrino lovers, which did get
Mhm.
up to, like I said, probably 80%, I think, at its peak, maybe even 85 of people that were like, go ahead and if we beat Auburn, go ahead and remove the interim tag and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I think it did quiet some of those. I'm still surprised. There's a lot of people still defending him.
Yeah.
saying you got to give him his guys and his defense and blah 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 blah. And anyway,
Yeah, it's just interesting how the story has changed because
hmm
it was pretty unanimous. I even saw polls out right the day after Sam was hired and they named Bobby. It was like, how many games does Bobby have to win to be the head coach? And every poll that I saw and everybody was saying, yeah, he's got to win whether 3 or 2 or
hmm
4 or whatever.
hmm
Nobody was like, yeah, go over. We're still going to hire you. And now all of a
right.
sudden, there's people who don't even care. He could go over and they still want to hire him.
I know.
So, yeah, that's, and once again, and it's not, obviously he recruited the offense and it's not technically his program and his guys. I get all that. He's dealt the goods he has,
hmm
but I just I I don't know.
Well, I saw
It's still playing G for me, you know.
right. Yeah, I saw a interview with Peyton Hillis, and I thought he had some good things to say. He was like, when you have an interim coach, you want to see him be able to start to change the culture and to do something different with the culture. He's like, after 3 games, culture feels the same. You're still turning the ball over, still losing close games, still doing the same kind of things. He's like, you might look a little bit better, but he's like, the culture's the same. Look, but he was like, he compared it to look at what UCLA's done since they fired their coach. It's like
Mhm.
they've had a complete rejuvenation and like a culture change. Whereas,
Yeah.
New Heisel as the offense coordinator, it's been a whole
He's
new
getting
vibe
all the
and new
pub
feel.
too. That poor interim coach at UCLA, no one even knows his name. It's all about New Heisel
Yeah,
knows.
right,
It's
right. Well, when
crazy.
your dad was the head coach there,
Yeah.
but that is
Yeah.
tough on the interim coach. But I thought it was a good point by Peyton Hillis. Is just you want to see a culture change, and you want to start seeing different things. And like I said last time, is the only time an interim's getting the job is if there's a drastic change. It's not like a hey, go win one game against a winless SEC team and let's give you the job. It's
Uh,
got like you got to
yeah.
do something to his point to the culture, to the fan base, like just the energy, and instead of just
Yeah.
he's just been kind of saying the same things in press conferences. It's just kind of like you know, I don't know.
Well,
It's just I think
I
I
don't
think we'll find out anyway. But
I don't like to
yeah,
toot my own horn very often. Actually, I
hmm
do. But if we replayed the podcast right after Sam was fired and we talked about how many wins Bobby would have to get, I
hmm
think my exact words were, I don't think the wins matter. Our eyes will tell us all we need to see."
hmm
Something to that effect was my answer. Our eyes will tell us what we need to know. And I think that goes back to kind of what Peyton Hillis was saying, like, 1 win, 2 wins, whatever, I mean, but like, just what do you see? The
hmm
culture, the effort, have we improved on things that we were not good at,
hmm
before he took it? I mean, our eyes will tell us. And so
yeah,
I don't know. I mean, it's tough because you still got the dudes you got, especially on defense. And
hmm
so I just don't know how much scheme can help that group. And
yeah,
and it's all about the Jimmies and Joes at every level.
right,
That's a big deal at the high school. Everybody's like, "Yeah, it's not about the X's and O's, it's the Jimmy and Joes." But it's
hmm
like that at college too. I mean, we don't have any SEC players on the defensive side of the ball except for Quincy Rhodes. I mean, and so it's just I don't know. I think he's dealt a pretty tough bag of goods, and he's just not. His job's to make it better, and I don't know how much better it's gotten. So
yeah,
he got it
yeah,
back to what it was against Ole Miss, like competing against good SEC teams,
hmm
because once again, if Sam was still here, we would have probably got demolished by Tennessee and A&M, because they
yeah,
quit on him. So he's gotten it
yeah,
back to where it was, but he hasn't made it better than what it was.
right,
So,
yeah.
anyways, yeah, we've beat this dead horse every pod. I mean, we just keep seeing what we see. You'll get to see in a few minutes who our coaching board 3.0 is,
That's
so
right.
that'll be the big release.
Yeah.
Um, let's talk about the Hoop Hogs. Are you in basketball mode yet? Because I know you didn't watch the Cincinnati game.
Yeah.
Did you watch the Memphis game?
I did watch the Memphis game.
And you were like,
Uh
God, what was Kelby talking about? This team sucks. They're down 17-5.
No,
Is that what you were
it's
saying?
no, yeah. First half, I was like, all right, we need to start getting after it. Excuse me. But obviously second half just came out and that's what you want to see. Again, it's like with a football team, we're not seeing the adjust other teams are making adjustments against us. But it's awesome to see going in, making halftime adjustments, not getting down on yourself, coming back out, knowing who you are, staying true to your identity, and just going out and executing. And yeah, it was super fun to watch. It's night and day football to basketball right now. And
Yeah.
I know these are
Yeah.
exhibition games, and we will lose some games. I know we're
I
playing.
don't know.
I mean, we're not going to go undefeated,
I'm
but
I'm kidding. I'm
but
kidding.
uh, yeah, it's just night and day difference. Just seeing like well executed team going out, executing the game plan, and just doing what you do best, letting the game come to you, like all those kind of things. So, and especially
Yeah.
super early on. Now we'll see if it changes at all when we get into real games. But
Yeah.
I
You know,
mean, as
this
far as right now, I think we've got like you said, 8 to 9 guys, and I don't think there's a huge fall off when we're making substitutions. So I think it's gonna be a fun year. I'm trying to level set expectations and hope and all that stuff, but I think it normally takes me a little bit to get into basketball mode, but I think this year I'm gonna be there faster
not
than
this year. Yeah.
quicker than normal.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna be there.
Yeah. Um, man, what was impressive was not that they started slow necessarily. Um, I've seen some people say, "Oh, well, they just came out flat." Everybody talked about how good they were. I think Memphis just kind of punked them early, like with their physicality and their athleticism, and I think it just kind of like bullied them, and then
Mhm,
they just kind of settled in and didn't panic. And the way Memphis was playing early, you can't sustain that level of intensity on defense, just out of control, fouling all the time. And they were turning us over some, but eventually good guards know how to settle into that as the game flows. And
mhm,
that's exactly what the Hogs did. Like they settled down and started, just let us settled into the game. And I don't think it was as much of starting slow as it was just Memphis's first exhibition game, plus they're super athletic, plus they play a unique style of just
mhm.
just 94 feet, almost 40 minutes of hell. It just
Yeah,
kind of caught us off guard a little bit. And so,
mhm.
um, man, Malik Thomas, that dude, my dude,
Yeah,
everybody, and I love A Cup. A Cup's my guy. Like
mhm,
he's my guy that I claim. But everybody was hyping up A Cup coming into the year, and because he was, the number one point guard in the class, but Malik Thomas is the one right now that looks like a dang lottery pick. He
mhm.
2 games in a row, he had 23 against Memphis on 9 of 15, 3 of 7 from three, and he also had 7 rebounds again. And he's just got that dog in him, like
Yeah,
like it's not a casual, like it's just like he's ready to go to the alley and get in a street fight, then go hoop after it type of guy.
mhm.
And so
Yeah,
that's what I love. I love watching that kid play. He's got that super quick, awkward release from three, but he can really shoot it. And so, yeah, I mean, him and Acuff both, man, they're just two very special freshmen that we.
yeah,
I know we've been lucky over the years with Anthony Black and Jordan Walsh and some really good freshmen, but boy, this duo is going to be one for the ages. I feel like freshman wise.
yeah. Yeah, they both seem like they got a good head on their shoulders, but, like, they have the athleticism. Obviously, they're high, star coming out of high school, you know, players, but They both seem like they have high basketball IQ, which a lot of times you'll have freshmen that are, phenomenal athletes, but just don't, they don't have their basketball IQ isn't there yet. These 2 guys feel like it's there already, and when you pair athleticism with high basketball IQ with some veterans on a team, that's when you can, hey, my Glory Road quote,
That's right.
special
That's
team.
right. Yeah.
So
Uh,
yeah, it's gonna be fun to watch.
and then like even like Carter Knox, he had a quiet 10 points on 3 or 4 shooting.
Mhm.
Like Carter's gonna he's gonna be a dude on this team. People
Oh,
haven't
yeah.
seen it yet. People are forgetting he was a fringe first round draft pick this year. Like
Mhm.
right on the edge into first round, early second round before he decided to come back. And so like he was already a fringe first round pick and he's just gotten better, but it just hasn't shown yet with kind
Mhm.
of how these 2 freshmen have came in and dude, they just got that killer about them. There's no learning
Mhm.
curve with these kids. Like they just got that killer, that dog in them. And so Billy Richmond had an unbelievable game. I mean, you talk about a dog. I mean, hit a couple corner threes, which if Billy's really worked on his shot and got in the gym and got some shots up this year, and he can really hit that three consistently, that's going to really, really help his game and help this team if they're going to have to respect him out there on the 3-point line.
Mhm.
And then Malik Ewan, he was a big one. He had 4 points against Cincinnati, maybe, and Cal kind of called him out after the game. But with Primo getting an early foul trouble, Malik Ewan came in, had 15 points, a couple big dunks, showed some energy, showed a little bit of trash talk. And so
Mhm.
that's the thing about this team, man. They're not only talented, but I don't want to say they like to trash talk, but they know they're good and they like to
Mhm.
let people know and they like to, they just got that. They kind of look like they got that killer about them. That mentality that can carry you through a game whenever your shot's not falling, or whatever. You just having that dog mentality that can still pull you to a victory. That's just something you can't really teach.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. I'm I'm excited. I'll be like I said, I'll be in basketball mode, which we have, and the difference this year too is we have a really good non-conference schedule, so it's not like we're
Uh,
playing, 1 or 2 good non-conference games and the rest are, all like Southerns and Wisconsin Technical Institute and all those. So we got a good slate of games. And it's gonna be fun. Thanksgiving's gonna be fun. Christmas break's gonna be fun. Like
yeah,
I'm ready. I'm ready to see us do it. Let's win a lot of these games though. Let's not
yeah.
find a way to lose some of these. But yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, we already said they're playing the top 8, uh, or all 8 of last year's Elite 8 teams,
Hmm.
and so, they're definitely gonna be battle tested, and they're gonna lose some of those games and get exposed in some ways, but if you lose those quad 1 games, it's not gonna hurt
Right.
you know, your your seeding or that much. You can't lose them all, but
I
if you
just
lose
want
a
to be
couple
a
of them,
I just want to be a top 3 seed again.
wouldn't that be cool if we were a 1 or a 2
Like,
seed?
oh
That'd be
my
so awesome.
gosh, it'd be awesome.
Um, I don't know, uh we need to figure out like a SEC preseason ranking. Because I think media days they had us 3 maybe. Is that right? 3 or 4. Um,
I want to say it's
I
lower than
think
that. Yeah.
maybe 5. Yeah. Uh, I think we're probably. I think we should probably be preseason ranked number 2, 3 at worst.
Hmm.
In the SEC. I mean, I think you have to give Florida obviously the nod just because they're the natty defending national champs, and they got they
Yep.
got a lot back off that team. And then obviously adding Boogie Fland,
Yep.
they got a lot back, so they're going to be really, really good again. And then Kentucky, if they're truly spending 20 million or whatever on their roster, I don't remember
That's
what
what I
stupid
heard. Yeah.
number it was, but if they're really spending that kind of money, they're going to be up there. So it'll be the same old folks. Alabama, obviously Nate Oates has done a great job at Alabama and Tennessee. I mean, it's going to be the same old cats up there at the top. So,
Yeah.
um, but
No
yeah,
Auburn
it'll
though.
be yeah. Auburn's going to be interesting without Bruce. It's
Yep.
gonna. I think is it's almost one of those things where did he leave when he left so late because maybe he saw that they're not quite as talented as they had been, or obviously there's the rumors of him getting into the politics game, but I I think he maybe saw some things where he got a little spoiled and he's like, yeah, not that they're gonna be bad, but they may not be a one or two seed like
Well,
they
I
have
hope
been the last couple of years.
well, I hope
Um,
for his son's sake, it's not like, "Gosh, this seems terrible. Good luck, son. Here you go." Like, I
yeah,
hope he didn't leave him
yeah,
in the dumpster,
yeah.
but
I
yeah,
mean, it's an exhibition game, but they lost to Oklahoma State, who was picked dead last in the Big 12, in an exhibition game, and
yeah,
um, I mean, it's early and time will tell, but
yeah,
I don't know. I just wondered the timing on that was odd and curious, and they struggled
mhm,
early in their exhibition game. So I don't
yeah,
know. My brain's just kind of wondering a little bit.
yeah, yeah,
Um, but yeah, I can't wait for hoops. Got Southern on Monday, I think is who we played
mhm,
Monday.
yep.
I should know where that. I mean, I'm assuming that's in Louisiana or something somewhere.
It
I don't.
is,
I don't. Yeah.
that's the school that, they were almost the first 16-1 upset, I think against Gonzaga. But they had the dude that we played against our last game in high school, that came to Arkansas, Brandon Moore. We played
Oh,
it
Brandon Moore.
He
Yeah.
came to Arkansas, then transferred somewhere else, then ended up at Southern, and then he was on that team that almost he was very close to being the first 16-1 upset, but
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh, Brandon Moore and ended our career. Oh.
yes, my they almost teed me up against him because I came in there at the end and we knew it was our last game, and I think I told you guys, like, the only thing that's not happening is I'm not getting dunked on last game,
Yeah.
and so they gave it to him in the
Yeah.
post, and I forgot where did we play them at? Whatever gym we were at, the baseline and the wall was not very far apart, and so, like, he caught it.
Was it at Perryville? I think the regional was at Perryville.
Okay, maybe so.
Very pretty confident in that.
Yeah, maybe so, but sure enough, he gets it in the post and starts going up, and I just, like, threw a threw a shoulder into him, and, like, I think he, like,
Yeah.
hit the wall or whatever, and the refs were, like, ready to and I remember Larry
Yeah.
Ray ran out there and was like, "Please, please, it's his last game. It's his last game." I'll
Larry
never
Ray.
forget, and,
Oh,
yeah,
Larry
so
Ray.
they
God rest his soul. Larry Ray
God
was
rest his
awesome.
soul, but, yeah, that's my memory of that, but that was,
My all my players would be ashamed for me to say this. I don't think I ever told them this, but obviously we drilled taking charges, like, and we're always on our guys about taking a bunch of charges. And
mhm.
in my last game of my senior year of my whole career, I took my first and only charge of my whole life against Brandon Moore, of course. So any of you former players who I used to rip your ass for not taking charges, I only Coach Junin only took one in his whole life. It was his last ever game. Uh,
Yep,
so but yeah, okay, yeah. So Southern, and then we jump right into Michigan State and East Lansing. That's gonna be awesome, dude. Just
yeah,
because you grow up watching, you know, Saturday morning basketball in East Lansing, Michigan
mhm,
State, Tom Izzo. That's such a
yep,
unique place to play. So that'll be fun. Yeah,
yeah,
I can't wait to get ball season started. Then we got a couple cupcakes. Then we got the Thanksgiving Classic with Duke and Louisville, or Duke, and
yeah,
then we got Louisville in the ACC Challenge. So, anyways, yeah, so we'll be covering both sports, obviously, on the pod, and then all the way, all the way till we don't, all the way till football's over and we have a coach, and uh, but we will definitely be a big basketball podcast as well. So,
yep,
real quickly, World Series tied at 2-2. Um, 18 inning game early in the week, which is
mhm,
crazy. There was position players starting to warm up the pitch. Thinking about position players pitching in a World Series is hilarious.
Mhm.
But it's been good. It's been a great series. It's been good TV, even if you're not a fan of either team.
Yeah.
Um, the
I've
Dodgers won
watched
the
a little
18
bit.
inning game, and then the Blue Jays. You would think losing the 18 inning game, turning around the next day and having to play again, you would think all
Mhm.
the momentum would be with the Dodgers, but the Blue Jays said, "I don't think so," and got a nice win in Game 4 to tie the series up at 2-2, and Game 5 is actually being played as we speak, and the Blue Jays are up 6-1 in the 8th. So Toronto's going to be heading back to the country of Canada with a 3-2 lead, it looks like, and
Wow.
still not counting out the Dodgers.
Oh, no.
Still not
Did you
counting out the
see
Dodgers.
this is one of the wildest stats to me. Um, did you see the stat that there's only been 2 18-inning World Series games in the history of the World Series? So however long, 100 years, 100 plus years of World Series baseball. There's only been 2 18-inning games in the World Series. Brad Paisley sang the national anthem for both
I
games.
saw that.
How
I saw
random is
that.
that? I'm
I
like,
saw
what are the odds of that? Like,
no, I saw a better stat. I'm pretty sure he sang the national anthem of the last 4 extra inning World Series games.
yeah,
The
so he's
last
done it a total
4.
of 4 times, and there was
Yeah.
all of them. He's done it 4
Or in
times, and
extra
all
innings
of
or
them were
something.
extra innings. It was like
So
10, 18, I wanna say like a 12 and another 18. So, like, wild.
so the
You wanna
next
play?
time Brad Paisley is singing the national anthem at
Yeah,
the World
put
Series,
put money on
a
extra innings.
a lot of money on extra innings, and it's gonna
Yeah.
pay good. It'll be like
Yes.
30-1 or something. So,
Yes.
yeah, that is
Yes.
a wild stat.
That's
I
a
didn't even I
crazy
didn't even
stat.
know Brad Paisley was still relevant. Who knew? Um,
Yeah, I haven't heard a new Brad Paisley song in a while, although he's got some great
he's
hits.
got some decent ones. What is Brad Paisley's fame to singing in Arkansas? Do you know?
Uh, I don't know about singing in Arkansas. I don't think it happened in Arkansas, but didn't he, like, burn a Razorback jersey or flag or something at one
Oh, I
point?
don't know nothing. I don't know nothing about that. But he was the one singing the free concert after the Arkansas Toledo game in Little Rock that everybody was ecstatic to go to
Oh
when Toledo
gosh.
beat us. And then Toledo beat us, and it was pathetic how many people were there. I felt bad for Brad Paisley, but yeah,
Oh,
he's doing a free concert right outside War Memorial Stadium after the Arkansas Toledo game, and
I missed that. I didn't go to that game, so
I was there, unfortunately.
I was at
Um,
Louisiana Monroe when we lost that one, so
Watched Matt Campbell spank us in Little Rock.
is he at Toledo, though?
I believe so. I believe so.
No, that was in the Bielema era. That was
Yeah,
Matt
2013
Campbell's been
maybe.
at Matt Campbell's been at Iowa State longer than that.
Yeah.
I'm
I
gonna
think
look
he's been
this
Iowa
up.
State like 10 years. I'm
I'm gonna
pretty
look this up real
confident.
quick.
Yeah, prove me wrong. Could be wrong.
Okay.
I wouldn't bet it, but um, anyways, yeah. So that was the my last memory of Brad Paisley in concert.
Apparently, at some point, he burned either a Razorback flag or a jersey. 'Cause I think he's the
Interesting.
LSU guy.
Ah,
All right, he was at Toledo in 2012 to 2015. So yeah, that could be.
tell me. Mm,
Yeah. All right. I
don't
don't
be
know what year that
questioning.
game was, but I'm sure it was probably around then.
Probably, yeah. Just say I'm
No,
right.
it was. It was because yeah, I know where I was when I was watching that game. So yeah, he was there. Good call.
Yeah. Thank you.
I didn't know that's where he came
All
from.
right. Are we ready for coaching hotboard 3.0 release?
Bring it on.
All right.
All right. I'm up
Drake's
first.
3.0. It doesn't even look like. Did you send me the exact same graphic? Did you change anything?
I did. I took a couple people off. So I've on 3.0, I've dwindled it down to people that I think are somewhat realistic
Great.
slash who I would want. So I think there's a lot more people that are possible realistic options,
You
but
straight
I
think Dan Mullen was trolling us, huh?
dude, if he doesn't get one of these other jobs and we're like, "Hey, would you like to coach?" I guarantee he wants to come coach us. But, yeah, so there's obviously a lot of other names. James Franklin's name has been a hot name this week as far as the rumor
Mhm.
mill. I still do not want James Franklin, nor do I want Brian Kelly, as previously mentioned. But these are names that I really would want. Mullen would be fifth on the. I've got five coaches here for the people that aren't watching on YouTube. He would be the last one of this list. But so I'll just run through it real quick. So obviously they took a L, blew a fourth quarter lead at Memphis last week, but Alex Golish at USF still my guy. He's my ride or die until he proves otherwise for me. John Summerall, again, I think his name is trending probably away from us and towards some of these other jobs, but obviously he's viewed by many as the number one group of five coach. Rhett Lashley, his name's cooled off a little bit. I mean, I know they have 3 losses this year, but and again, like we said, he was the name that all the boosters were going to try to go after. So, it's never the first name that you hear. So we kind of ruled him out a little bit, but his name's gotten cool a little bit. So I don't know. I'd
Ac
obviously take, go ahead.
According to the Discord,
Oh,
dun dun
let's,
dun,
let's hear it.
he
We're all
has
in.
told
We're all in.
people in his circle
Uh huh.
that he ain't coming,
But he's not coming. Okay.
not coming.
Okay.
Dun dun dun.
All right. Well, maybe he won't be on 4.0. All right. But I would still take him if he wanted to come. I've still got Gruden on here strictly for the fact that, I've said it before. I don't know what wins and losses look like. I just know it would be entertaining week in and week out. And a lot of I have noticed this. So a lot of the media people think that it would be a disaster for him to come. Like, I mean, as far as I'm talking like local radio personalities think that Gruden would be a disaster. But I hear athletes talk, they really like John Gruden and think that he would do a good job. I'm talking like former Razorback athletes that played pro ball that have like
Mhm.
intertwined with Gruden in some capacity. Uh, so I tend to take their word more than I do radio personality people, obviously.
You take
So
NFL professionals over Bo Mattingly? Have you lost your mind?
look, I wasn't naming names,
Oh, I
but
am.
yeah. So I think if nothing else, Gruden's going to be entertaining. We're going to be relevant. And then Dan Mullen would be my last choice on here, and there's probably some other guys I would rather have. I just put him up here because I think he knows how to win. I think he's won just about everywhere he's been. So that's mine. That's my 3.0. Not a lot of differences. I don't think I had Lashley on my last one, but I put him on there just because I would take him if he wanted to come. But apparently, he's cutting the cord on coming here on the
I think
Discord. So
I think he may be one of the ones that won't work for Hunter Yurchek is what I think.
that's probably another good explanation. But
And
I'll
Dan
tell you this too. I think he in the Gus Malzahn tree, if Auburn came open and if they really pursued him, I think he would go to Auburn over Arkansas. That's just my opinion.
yeah, I agree. I agree.
So
Um, Dan Mullen can go jump off a bridge for all I care after that stunt he pulled. Whether he was joking or trolling or not, he can I'm done with that clown.
yeah, yeah.
So, all right,
All right.
interesting 3.0.
Let's
Um,
hear yours.
now for the real list. I added one that nobody's been talking about just to
Okay.
shake it up. And believe it or
Okay.
not, I finally took Kurt Signetti off my board. I
Oh,
mean,
all right.
shocked. I just I didn't want to, but I did.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Kelby's 3.0 hot board.
Okay.
Um, this is also a combination of people that I kind of want and people that have traction, I think.
Okay.
And I wanted to get out there a little bit and get a little wild. So,
Yeah.
um, Gruden goes without saying again. I don't think I've had to put Gruden on my board, but maybe the very first one, maybe. I would love John Gruden. I would love it. And I just I just don't think it's gonna happen, so I don't put him on my board. I don't know
Yeah.
why I don't think it's gonna happen. I just don't have any high hopes for that. So,
Well,
number
I'm
one,
it's just gone so quiet that I'm like, it either means that he's definitely gonna get one of these jobs, or like it's just nobody wants to take that flyer and he's just never gonna coach again.
yeah,
It's gonna go one of the two ways. But yeah.
yeah, yeah. No, his style. I feel like some people are worried about his style with teenagers.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's which a lot of them are, but he may be the worst when it comes to what do you want to say, dog cussing and just treating kids like grown men. Like you
Yeah.
still can't sometimes you can't talk to a 18-year-old freshman like you do a 28-year-old vet, you know. So I don't
Right.
know. I would love it. I'm all for it. I'm
You
all
don't think
for
the
it.
teenagers are gonna be like, "Hey, come on, man. Think you're gonna?" I don't know.
Yeah.
My impression in my head, it sounded better than that, so I'm gonna quit.
No, it was pretty good. It was pretty good. It was pretty good. Alex Golish, number one still.
Let's
Um,
go.
after watching that North Texas game, where I mean, the offense is just electric, and I'm an offensive guy, and I mean, obviously, you have to have a good defense. Obviously, that goes without saying,
Yep.
but I think, man, I'm really intrigued. I'm really intrigued by his ties and his wife's ties to Arkansas.
Mhm.
I'm really intrigued with his tree coming up through the Heupel tree. He's done a great job at South Florida. He doesn't when he wins. When he wins, he's lost one, but when he
Mhm.
wins, he doesn't just beat people by a touchdown. He beats them by 5 touchdowns, and I
Mhm.
love that. Um, so they can score, they can score fast, and I'm all in on it. John Summerall, number two. I had my hot take on him last week, but I still think he's obviously a really good coach, and he's going to be really successful somewhere. But his style is not so prone to what I like to watch. You know,
Mhm.
they win games 21-17, and it's never pretty. And um, but he's a dog. I mean, and I love that dog, and that's one reason I went with Brent Key at number three, a new entry to the board.
Mhm.
Um, dude, he's just intense, and I just love his intensity and his press conferences and I really became intrigued with what he's done at Georgia Tech. I didn't realize kind of what he walked into at Georgia Tech and how good they've been since he got there, losing to Bowling Green in his first year there, and so he's really turned that program around. And I think he can build. He's proven he can build a Power Five program or Power Four program. You know, into
Mhm.
I mean they're a playoff team right now. They're undefeated,
Yeah.
ranked number what eight in the country or something. So um, I don't have any idea if he's interested in or not, but somebody I put on there. Red Lashley, I still got him on the list. I still, even though the Discord is saying that he's telling people he's not interested right now, I still think that I just still think it's like a fairy tale. Like I feel like he may realize this could be his only chance, you know, to ever have this opportunity
Mhm.
and to come home. And so, I mean, time will tell. I wouldn't be mad about Rhett Lashley, obviously.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be doing cartwheels, but I wouldn't be mad. I'd be like,
Mhm.
yeah, let's go, Rhett.
Yeah.
Um, Willie Fritz, I named this guy the other day. Is that someone who's won everywhere he's been? He's turned around every program he's touched. He's gotten to Houston and has them think they're maybe ranked in the top 25 or close, in his second year there, because old Dana Holgerson left that program in a mess.
Dude,
And
I don't
so
know what
he's
happened there.
yeah. So he's turning it around quick, just like he did at Tulane, and he's proven he can coach. I just That's somebody who I've not heard any ties to the job or anything, but that's just somebody I wonder if he'd be interested in jumping in the SEC and, um, I don't know, somebody I'd like to see take someone who can win. And then
Mhm.
Eric Allen, number 6. I was very much against him. It's actually Eric Morris. I don't know why I put Eric Allen. I didn't even put his name right. Eric Morris in North Texas, at number 6. Um, Once again, his offense is just electric. And it's that fast paced, no huddle, let's go score some points style of offense. And, I watched it against South Florida, and they just got outscored pretty much. They had a couple turnovers. They got outscored against Golish. But every other game, they're just scoring 60 a game, and they're scoring fast, and they're doing it a lot. They're beating people bad. And so I'm just intrigued by that no huddle fast, spread style offense. And so Eric Morris, I apologize, coach. Don't hold this against us if we offer you the job. Um, is my number 6. So Eric Allen played in the NFL, right? That's a NFL
Yeah,
guy.
I think he was
So
a defensive back, maybe. I
yeah.
think that's right.
Anyways, anything on my list you want to smoke me about or disagree with or
No, I would take all those options over our interim coach or
okay.
uh Brian Kelly or probably James
Yeah.
Franklin too. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'll
So let's talk
I'll
about
rock with
James
that.
Franklin real quick.
Hmm.
There's been some reports out that we've offered James Franklin the job um for 10 million, I think. And there's
Man,
also been
Discord's going
reports.
wild. I need to get on this. I need to get VIP
Yeah.
status. This is getting wild out here on the
You
on the
you you
court.
you 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 hadn't heard that yet?
No.
But there's also been reports that Virginia Tech has also offered him 10 million.
Oh, okay.
And the word is that he would take Virginia Tech over Arkansas if that were the two.
Be my
That's
guest
the
for
the
10 million a
vibes.
year for James Franklin. Please go to Virginia Tech.
So that's what the cord's saying. Um, I'll man, this could be. We just need to have a segment, a Discord segment from here on out with what the Discord is saying.
Yeah.
Uh, Anyway, so Coaching Hot Board 3.0 is out. Leave us a comment. Tell us what you guys think, what you like, what you don't like about it, who you want to be the coach. Don't be afraid to stir up some stuff on YouTube or Facebook or any of our social medias. We like interaction, whether it's good or bad. So moving on to our locks of the week. Week Once again, I messed it up. Should be week 10, I believe. Yeah, one of those days. Eric Allen, week 9, week 10, whatever. Um, I had 3-2 week last week. You had a bad week. You're still smoking me um, in the standings, so maybe there's still time. There's still time.
Yeah.
I'm gonna run through mine pretty quick because I've been awful, so I'm not even gonna try to explain why I'm picking what I picked because I've been sucking. Georgia -7 against Florida. That's probably not a great pick. Rivalry game. Florida's going to have the interim coach boost, like almost every team does when they have their first game with an interim coach. But I'm still taking the Dogs -7. Vandy +2.5. The whole world is betting Texas. I don't know why. All the big money guys, all the professional gamblers and their services are sending out Texas. I just I just refuse to bet against Vandy and Diego anymore. So I will ride with the fighting commies. Mississippi State +4.5. I was just baffled by that line. Um, I just don't know. I'm not saying we won't win the game and we may cover, but I don't see how we're going to stop them. It's going to have to be a 42 to 39 victory or something. Georgia Tech. I just hyped up Brent Key. They're playing North Carolina State, who I think is 4-4 on the year, and only laying 4.5 there. So I think they're the better team, and they're fighting to win the ACC and get in the playoffs. So I'm just assuming they can take care of business against a 4-4 team. And then give me Kentucky getting 10.5 at Auburn. I mean, I know Auburn can beat Arkansas by double digits or whatever they beat us by, but I don't think they can beat anybody else by double digits.
Yeah.
So give me the fighting Kentucky Wildcats to keep it within 10 against Hugh Freeze.
All right. All right. I'll fly through mine after going 1-4 last week, apparently. So I've got Arizona State is getting 7.5 at Iowa State. Uh, I'll take that one just from what I've seen up to this point. UNLV laying 3.5 versus New Mexico. Uh, like I said, I think Dan Mullen's trying to prove himself to get one of these jobs, whichever one it is. So give me 3.5 points against the Lobos. Minnesota. Uh, sorry, I'm going out of order here. Tennessee laying 3.5 versus Oklahoma. I just think their offense is too strong at home against OU. So give me Tennessee and the points, and Virginia laying 4.5 at Cal. I'll take the Cavaliers there. And then Minnesota laying 3.5 versus Michigan State. Michigan State just doesn't look very good this year. So
No.
so give me Drake May and the row the boat PJ Fleck to get or to cover that. So it's my locks of the league. We're gonna
Uh,
improve.
yeah, you mentioned Oklahoma. It reminded me we didn't do shout outs, but Lane Kiffin and Brent Venables got beef. Who knew? Have you
I
seen
think
that?
Lane's just gonna stir the pot
He's just living
no
on
matter
cloud
where
nine.
he's
He's gonna
at.
say whatever he
Yeah.
thinks, right? And
Yeah, he's already
he
calling out the schools. He was like, nobody wants to live in Louisiana.
yeah,
Uh,
dude, he's such a troll.
yeah, he was like, nobody wants to live in that trashy state or something like that. And then Florida, he said something to Florida. And I mean, he's like tagging their accounts and he was like,
yeah,
make it 1 billion Florida and we're there or something like that.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Did you see what he said in his press conference about Brent Venables?
I saw it, but I can't pull it off memory.
Yeah, it
So
was so
what'd he
funny.
say?
So apparently Venables in his coach's show on Monday or Sunday, whenever he does his coach's show, he's like, that was a tough game, blah, 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 blah. I think we're the better team. They just got us yesterday. So they asked Lane, they're like, yeah. So Venables said that they were the better team, even though y'all beat him. And he goes, in the most Lane way possible. He's like, that's an interesting take. I guess they were the better team last year when we smoked them too. Or when we smoked them when I was offensive coordinator at Alabama, we beat them 51-20 in the national championship. Were they the better team then? Or when I was something something and he was at Clemson and we beat him, he's like, were they the better team then too? Like he just got in. And I was like, Lane, dude, you dog. Like
Yeah.
it was so funny. So yeah, Lane's feeling good. He's just throwing haymakers. He don't give a dang.
It's entertaining if nothing else. So yeah,
Whenever you're winning, you can say whatever you want.
that's right.
All right, we got our straight up pick'ems.
Yep.
Um,
I'm slowly but surely catching up. I think I might have had you too if we'd have done the pod last Friday, but since we didn't do the pod, still 2 games back. We're slowly but surely creeping up on you though.
all
We're
right.
we're getting there. So not a lot of difference this week, but there's a few opportunities to mix it up. So to start early slate, we got number 9 Vanderbilt, top 10 Vanderbilt going to number 20, going to Austin, take on the number 20 struggling but still decent Longhorns. Who you got?
Give me the Fight Diegos. I refuse to bet against them. I refuse. Um, I refuse to not pick them. Texas. I mean, Arch is Arch out? Is he in or out? Uh, he
I
was in
don't think
concussion
they've
protocol or something, right?
yeah,
Uh,
I don't think they've confirmed, whether
so
he's
yeah,
in or out.
they may or may not have their quarterback, and they suck anyway. They can barely beat crappy teams, and so yeah, give me Diego in the points and the win straight up all day.
I've got a little trap game here. As much as I hate to as blasphemous as it is, I think I'm gonna take the Longhorns. I don't know, just something about it. The early slate. Although, did you see the rumor that that Arch may be transferring to Georgia?
Hmm. Or
Somebody
Ole Miss.
well, no, somebody it's pretty heavy in the Georgia camp. Somebody recorded him, he got pulled over for a traffic violation. So everybody's like, "Well, that's Georgia. He's going to Georgia
Oh
because he's,
God, took me a
traffic
minute.
violation."
Took me a
Uh,
minute.
just a
Oh
joke.
Lord.
There's no rumors, but somebody did get a video of him getting a traffic violation at,
Yeah,
in Texas there. So, anyway,
interesting.
there's my dad joke of the week. Next up, we got number 10 Miami. I couldn't believe they fell all the way to 10. They just got the one loss, but number 10 Miami going to Dallas, take on SMU. Is this a trap game or who do you got?
Man, yeah, give me the Hurricanes. They coming off that loss, had a couple extra days to prep. Uh, I feel like this is a bad spot for SMU. So
Yeah.
I feel like they're out. Miami's out for blood.
Yeah. I'm taking Miami too, although I think they've got them as a 12 and a half point favorite. I think SMU might keep it a little closer, but I'm taking Miami overall. Uh, there's another little could be a little sneaky trap game, but what do they call it? The world's largest cocktail party. Georgia at Florida. Georgia's laying 7.5. What are you thinking?
I hate this pick. This was on my lock. So obviously Georgia. I hate this because there's I don't know what the number is, but I guarantee if you look at the interim coach first game boost, I mean, I guarantee you they not only cover, but they win a lot the first game with
Hmm.
interim coaches. And so I hate picking Georgia here, but I know it's probably the wrong side, but I'm still doing it.
Yep, I'm the same. I just don't know if Florida's going to have enough motivation, or I just don't know where they're at in their headspace. So I'm taking the dogs too. All right, next up we got your favorite Fighting Shane Beamers going to number 7 Ole Miss. They dang near beat Alabama last week. So
Mhm.
who you got in this one? Ole Miss laying 12.5 at home.
This is tricky. Lane Kiffin tends to lose these games. Like, last year he lost to Kentucky and a bad Florida team. They win the big games. They upset
Hmm.
Georgia's of the world, and they upset obviously technically Oklahoma was an upset, but I don't know. I'm going with Ole Miss, but I think it's closer than people think. I can't bet on Shane Beamer ever, but um, I could see this being like a field goal game, or I could see
Hmm.
Ole Miss losing it. This is just a game that Lane tends to blow out the bad teams really bad and beat the really good teams, but these like mid-average teams, like us even, I mean, we should have beat them down there. So
Yeah.
I could see the Gamecocks possibly keeping it close, but I'm not. As long as Shane Beamer is an option to pick, I will always pick the other team.
Well, we're getting into the back half of the season here, so that's usually when they tend to play a little better too. Just takes them half the year to figure it out. I'm taking Ole Miss as well. I just think I just think they're too much for whatever South Carolina is going to try to throw at them. Next up, we got number 23 Oklahoma heading to Neyland Stadium. Tennessee only favored by 3.5. I was a little surprised it wasn't a little bit more.
I think OU's overrated. I don't think they're very good.
Yeah.
I just don't. They barely beat a bad Auburn team. They had to cheat to beat a bad Auburn team. They got smoked by Texas. They lost to Ole Miss. I just I just think they're kind of fraudulent. So
Yeah.
give me the Vols.
I'm gonna take Tennessee only because they're the home team in this one. If it was in Norman, I might take OU just because I mean Venables, that's another job that if it goes poorly the rest of the way, that could be another opening.
And it could.
Uh yeah. They were talking there could be potentially like 7 SEC job openings by the time it's all said and done if everything plays out in the worst way. And that's not including if, you know, somebody takes an SEC coach and goes somewhere else or, whatever. So
Mhm.
we could see again, dude, it just makes me so freaking mad. We had
If
no
they
SEC job openings last year.
at this point, they should just a smart AD would just hang on to a coach they want to fire for a year and just wait for next year, just for that, so
Yeah.
to get the best coach on the market.
Yeah. Or a good AD would have made a change last year. You could see the writing on the wall, but whatever. We didn't have one of those. I'm waiting for Sunday. Waiting for Sunday. All right.
Mm.
Next up, we got number 23 USC heading to Lincoln, Nebraska to take on the Cornhuskers. I was trying to do my impressions are bad tonight. I was trying to do Keith Jackson there, but anyway, USC laying 6.5 on the road at Lincoln. Who you got?
I don't love it, but I'm going with USC. At this, every time USC has to travel, they get their ass kicked. So
Yeah,
I don't know why I'm picking them, but I'm picking them. I just don't
yeah,
trust Nebraska, and so
yeah. I kind of want to take Nebraska now. I want to take Lincoln, Nebraska over Lincoln Riley. All
you have
right.
my permission.
All right. Forget the graphic. I'm taking Nebraska over the Trojans. Remember this instead of the
We're
graphic.
getting
So
we're getting Matt Rule's best as he's getting ready to go to Penn State. He's trying to
yeah, he
really,
wants that Penn State gig. So all right.
yeah.
Give me the fighting Cornhuskers.
All right.
All right. Game day is heading to Utah to see the number 17 Cincinnati Bearcats go to the number 24 Utah Utes. Utah is laying 10.5 at home, which is another big, kind of a little surprising spread. So, who are you taking here?
I'm taking the Bearcats to win straight up. I just the
Okay.
Bearcats been a cash cow this year, dude. They've been pretty dang good. I've not watched 1 minute of
I haven't
Cincinnati
either.
football, but I've won like three. I've won like three bets on them, just because
Okay.
all these people say keep betting Cincinnati, so I just keep betting them. I don't know
Okay.
one player, but they keep
Hmm.
cashing tickets. So
I don't know who their
give
coach
me
is. So
me
maybe I should.
me either.
They're
Me
number
either.
17. So maybe I should look up who their coach is. Maybe on the 4.0. I'm going to do some research on that. But all
Yeah.
right. You're taking the Bearcats. I'm going to go with the home team. Uh, I know that I'm talking, I can't even think of Utah's coach, but I do like him. Um,
Kyle
yeah,
Whittingham.
yeah, that's right. That's right. That's right. So yeah, I'm just taking the home team. He's been steady. He's built that program. He's been there.
He's done a great
He's
job.
been there since Urban, right?
I believe so.
I think he was the guy that followed the guy and has, held on to a good program. So,
Yeah.
so yeah, I'll take Utah. And then I'm going to let you say it. We got Mississippi State coming into town. 2 0-4 SEC squads in the highly coveted 3 p.m. SEC network slot. Who are you taking this weekend?
Give me Jeff Lebby and Brandon Walker and the fighting Mississippi State Bulldogs to win their first SEC game in however long. I think they're on the fifth longest SEC losing streak in the history of the SEC.
Would you like to take a
And
stab at the last time they won an SEC game?
look at you coming out with the stats. Let's say 2020 October 11th of 2023.
When they won 10-3 and
Oh, that was their last one.
they won 10-3 in Fayetteville.
I remember Malik
as part of our
Horn to be his
4-8
quarterback.
season. I'll never forget it too because
I was at that game.
same, and went to that game with my buddy Zach, and we brought our wives with us. It was one of the rare times that they came to a game with us, and I don't remember why, but we like split up, walk into the stadium, and so the girls went one way and we went another way. Maybe we stopped by a tailgate or something. I can't remember, but they got in the stadium before us, so they were already in the seats, and so we're climbing for whatever reason. It was a crowded game. We were terrible that year, and so was Mississippi State. So I don't know why it was a crowded game, but I remember being crowded, and I'm walking up to the seat, and like it was right as the game was starting, or maybe we missed like the opening kickoff or something. But uh, I'm walking up to my seat. We had to go like down a couple rows, and then we came up. We had to like walk up to our seats. I, in front of the entire section, just ate it and tripped and busted the crap. I have a scar on my shin to this day from that game. Uh, I my
And
shin
then
was
you
like
had to watch the game.
yes, and then I had to watch the game with a my shin was I didn't realize it at the time, but like got home and like my pants had like stuck to my legs. My shin was bleeding from
Oh, Lord.
just busting it on the bleachers, and so in front of our entire section, and so I just like I played it off. I like fell, ate it, stood up, was like, "We're here, folks. We're here, folks." Was like, I'm 0 beers in, I promise,
Oh,
but
Lord.
we are here. But
Now it all makes sense to all you people earlier when Andrew said, "Coach put me in at the last minute of our senior year," because Andrew just not very athletic.
okay, okay, we had moments, we had moments.
Uh,
Um,
that's a funny story though.
but yeah, so
So that was the last win. Yeah, I
that was
mean,
their
it's
last
just
win.
it's gonna be a meme. I mean, people are just gonna be just letting us have it when they beat us Saturday for their first win in 2 years. I mean,
Yeah, yeah. So I'm taking
you don't think
Arkansas.
so? You don't think so?
I'm taking Arkansas. I have no reason to pick us, but one of these bad teams has to win. So I'll take us, I guess.
All right, that's good
We'll see what
logic.
happens.
Bobby, Bobby. Everybody be chanting
Mm.
his name after we win. Bobby, Bobby.
There will be some, I promise.
All right. Well, that rounds out our show for today. Appreciate everybody listening, following. Give us a like, a subscribe, share, leave us a comment. Special shout out to 1037 The Buzz
Yes.
and Roger Scott and David Basil and the Morning Mayhem crew for the giving the Never Yield podcast a shout out on the airwaves of statewide radio. So
Yep.
um, very
Friends of the
appreciative.
pod.
Yep.
So
Yep.
we
Friends of the
appreciate you
pod.
guys. They have a great
That's
show.
dope.
It's entertaining. It's great. David Basil is one of the best representatives of the program and for the state. So love him, love Roger. Um, so yeah, appreciate it.
Yep. If you're looking for a show that's not just strictly sports, that's just talks Lord, talks about everything in the world.
Yeah.
That's a great show to wake up to and flip on, on your way to work or on your TV in the morning. So give those guys at 1037 The Buzz Morning Mayhem a listen. But anyways, we appreciate everybody for all the love. Keep listening, keep following, tell a friend, and give us a like, a follow on social media. I apologize in advance for not getting as many shorts out as I was earlier. Got a little busy with the new job, but it's about to settle down a little bit. So we'll get back on posting the shorts and the clips and trying to see how many of opposing teams' fans we can get in our mentions and our comments. Um, Andrew, take us home, my man.
All right. Stay classy, never yield, and let's get us one win this year.
Let's go. Whoop pig.